Hello and welcome to the video. This is a quick video, not about this thing, it's about the stuff around my neck. Let me just turn this on, you can see how incredibly bright this stuff is. This is actually a string of COB LEDs. Now, I talked a while ago about potentially using something like EL wire, something that I had experience with quite a while ago now, with helicopters, to turn this dolphin that I'm currently building. I'm trying to build a 6S version 1 dolphin. Everything in here has gone in really nicely. But one of the things I was contemplating doing was actually putting lights inside so that it could be illuminated in the evening and just look fantastic as it flew around. And for those of you that are about to hit the comments and go, but if you fly at night, you need a flashing green strobe on the model to comply with UK legislation. Yes, I know that, right? But what I'm talking about here is the ability to light this thing up. Now, EL wire, I've come to the conclusion, and I asked in that original video what you guys thought of it, whether you'd use it inside of a model. I had reservations about the brightness, I had reservations about the noise, electronic EMF noise that comes out of the inverter that ran it. Many of you kind of confirmed my suspicion on that. So thank you to all of you that got in touch. However, one of the people that got in touch is the person that sells this stuff. This is from Fly High FPV, and they left a comment talking about the latest generation of small compact COB LED strips. It might be exactly what we needed. And this is one of the examples. Now, they actually sell this stuff in 1 meter lengths, multiple meter lengths, in loads and loads of different colors. And they very kindly sent me some to have a little play with. So I've got this in here, and you can see how incredibly bright this is. This is a 12 volt version. They also do a 5 volt version and a 24 volt version as well. So if you're a 3 or 4S person or a 5 or 6S person, or you have a nice healthy 5 volt supply, you can run this stuff. And as you can probably see from the camera, this is incredibly bright. So let me just quickly go on the bench and show you the power consumption. I've kind of been playing with this and found a couple of things. If you reduce the voltage slightly, you can actually reduce the current that these things pull quite significantly. Now, one thing I have noticed is how if you vary the voltage to these COB LED strips, even by just 1 volt, you can dramatically change the amount of current that they're pulling, but crucially, not change too much the brightness. So at the moment, we've got this set for 12 volts. Let me just power this on there. This is my little bench power supply. This is a Toolkit RC product. It's fab, actually. I think it's called a P200. But if I power it up, there we see it's incredibly bright. It's 12 volts. But it's pulling 0.49 amps, nearly half an amp. This is only 1 meter here on the table. It's incredibly bright. However, if I drop the voltage down, so there's, now we're getting quite dim. There's 11 volts, still very bright. I would happily use this in a darker condition. It's now down to 0.38 of a volt. If we go down to 10 volts, again, this is really designed for a 12 volt supply, but if we go down to 10 volts, we're now only 0.27 amps, and it's still very bright, not as bright as it was on 12 volts. However, just by dropping 2 volts, we still have a very bright set of LEDs that would glow beautifully inside a wing, but now we are 0.27 amps. We can continue to drop the voltage down, so eventually we'll get to a point where it'll just turn off. So there we are, we're about 9 volts, still a nice light, nowhere near as bright now, but 160 milliamps, so 0.16 of an amp. So just be aware of this. You can absolutely crank it up to the full voltage to 12 volts and it's going to be very, very bright. However, if you know, this is probably if you wanted it externally and you wanted maximum visibility at range, this is probably how you want it to be. However, for the glowing wing that I've been looking at using, I would probably use it about 9 or 10 volts inside the wing. That's still going to get everything to glow, but it's using 0.18 of an amp. If we continue to go down, so now we're getting to the point where I can actually see the individual COB LEDs in it. The camera's blowing it out, but I can now. 8.3 volts is 90 milliamps, which is absolutely buttons for this amount of light that this thing's putting out. So just be aware of that. Each of these potentially have the ability to be run at a slightly lower voltage, and to do that I'd maybe install a diode in series or something to drop a little bit of the voltage that I need. But if you drop the voltage a little bit, you decrease the current by a chunk and you only lose a little bit of the luminosity. So am I going to use this stuff inside this model? Well, I've tested it, and putting a strip of this, just 1 meter strip kind of up and down the chassis, lights up the whole of the chassis beautifully. The main body part of the plane is what I'm talking about here. The wings are a little bit trickier because it only shines on one side. One side is really bright. The other side, which you can't really see because it's so bright here, it feels like I'm holding a lightsaber or something close to my face. Because of the sticky on the back of it, it's only shining in one direction. So my idea with EL wire was to embed it in that kind of TRON look, and then it would kind of radiate out in all directions. With this stuff, I think I'm going to have to be a little bit cleverer if I use it. It's only 2.7 millimeters wide. It's just over about 1.5 millimeters thick. So I could absolutely put it inside the wing. However, because it only shines in one direction, I'm going to need to use the foam on things like the wings and the vertical stabilizers here as almost a diffuser. So I would have to put maybe the strip in here, either pointing outwards towards the outside of the wing or pointing inwards to illuminate it. You can see here that if you just kind of push a piece down the place where the stiffening rod would go, you know, if it's not pointing in the right direction, you get quite a hot spot. But I think these are going to be fantastically useful if you have been looking at a way to add lights to not only radio controlled vehicles, right? It might be that you have a model of a Millennium Falcon that you want to put the engine glow in the back, or loads of different things. The 5-volt version potentially would run off a nice 5-volt supply like a USB charger, but these kind of bigger strips here could be used for, you know, everything from undercar lighting for radio controlled cars to illuminating things like bait boats. Obviously, loads of people have stuck them on the outside of quadcopters for orientation and flying, but I think for planes you need a little bit of thought about this. I kind of wish that this stuff had arrived before I stuck all this together. If I was building this now, I would put a strip of this here underneath this leading edge pointing backwards to diffuse and illuminate the wings. I would have also put a little chunk underneath each of the vertical stabilizers to kind of light those stabilizers up as well. They can be cut into different pieces. There are little darker spots in this chain of very bright COB LEDs, and they can be cut at those intervals as well. So although this is a meter, you could cut it up into several different pieces and wire them in series or in parallel. So I just thought I'd let you know about this stuff. Massive thank you to Fly High FPV for sending this stuff through. I will continue to play with it, and if I do use it in anger, I will post the results. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching my video. Check out the playlist, and adding Pedantry 360 to your search terms will help you find my content. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps a lot. You can support the time I spend here answering questions and helping others by using the links in the video description.